is the hardest thing for people outside of the locker room to understand about playoff runs like this?
I think, the emotional roller coaster that you ride, nightly. I think it's, that's pro sports in general, regular season, but it's a whole nother level when it comes to playoffs. And it's an exhausting ride. It's exhilarating, and you wouldn't trade it, but it's exhausting.
Do you take any concern about the one-sided losses that you're having? You're winning all the close games, and you're losing by 3.
Yeah. You know what? Some of them, the Colorado ones I did, because I thought we got overwhelmed. I didn't think that was the case last night. I think when you dive into the analytics and stuff, I think that was the story too. I don't think it was as one-sided as maybe the scoreboard said. There was a couple of those Colorado games that were concerning, but I didn't think last night's was in that category.
Did you look at them? They got Morrissey back, so they had their whole team that you're waiting to do, obviously. Yeah. Did you think that gave them a boost?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, he's their Miro Heiskanen, so, that changes things. It slots. It's a big boost of confidence for their whole group. And, but, that's, this is part of it. We've played without Miro now for over 3 months, 3.5 months. So, we're still scratching and clawing and finding ways to hang in there. When he comes back, it's going to be, obviously a good day. And, but even then, when he comes back, he's been out for 3.5 months. He's going to help immediately, but, we're going to have to temper our expectations too on exactly what he's going to bring after that long an absence.
Does he have any shot at tomorrow or
no? Tomorrow, no.
Okay, so maybe 4.
Yeah.
What's your level of concern about depth scoring? You seem to be a pretty even team during the regular season.
Yeah.
3 30s, 3 guys in the 20s plus Rantanen, and right now it's just 3 forwards are kind of driving the whole show.
Yeah, well, I mean, I would argue, one guy has scored for us lately.
Yes.
You're being kind. No, we need guys to get on the board. But you also have to understand Winnipeg's the best defensive team in the league. We went into a team that also has, I think, the first or second best home record in the league. Tough environment. It's not going to be easy, and you know what? We might not get guys lighting it up this series. We might have to win 1-0, 2-1. So, I'm not. Listen, sure, it'd be great if everyone was scoring. It's more important that we're winning games, and if that's 1-0 and Miro Rantanen scoring every night that goal, then we'll take it. But I do think there's some other guys. Whether we win 2-1 or 1-0, some other guys have to find a way to take a little bit of that load off him.
Hellebuck, obviously is a huge story for them, or whatever he does. Is the Hellebuck that you saw in Winnipeg, is that the guy you game plan for? Because it would seem it'd be hard to game plan for the guy who's was 840 or something.
That's the guy we game planned for, and he played well, but. He's a goalie that if he sees it, he'll stop it. So we have to make it more difficult, too. I think we play a part in that.
Looked like Jason Robertson took a step in game 2.
I thought he was a lot better in game 2 than 1. He started to look dangerous again, and that's, again, he missed quite a while. So I think game 1 he was feeling it out. I thought he looked more comfortable last game. That's a good sign for us because he's one of those guys we're talking about that, is going to have to chip in, and he almost did last night. He had a couple really good looks.
You mentioned that it kind of is tailored to each player in terms of how you return, what it takes for Jason specifically. What do you see as the biggest hurdle for him to get back into his form?
Well, I think scoring for goal scorers is just the timing. Getting to the right place at the right time, getting your shot off. He's in good shape. Our trainers did a great job, getting him up to speed. And keeping his game conditioning. So that was no issue. It's just timing.
Cody Ceci, do you think he had a pretty good game?
Yeah.
And then he said it was a lot of it because they were playing from behind. He was willing to take chances he probably wouldn't take.
Yeah.
Can a game like that shape something
that's-
that he can use going forward?
Well, I
Or
think.
is he still,
What do you mean? Like
Well, I guess like he was
him
more
offensively?
active, and then he got to the net, but it just looked like he was also more involved in the game when he was more
Yeah.
offensive. It's hard. It's his role's different.
Yeah.
He
I
just
mean,
looked
if
good.
sure, it looks good, but if our defensemen have to get offensive for us to win this series, we're in trouble.
What do you think the emotional side of the game 3 is? You've each won one now.
Yeah.
The series is even, but you kind of stole home ice in a sense because
Yeah.
you're able to get that one on the road. So what do you expect for game 3 now?
I mean, I think you just have to take it one game at a time. We've got to respond. Like we've been a really good response team in my time here. We're at home. We know how well we play at home and the advantage our fans give us here. So, we've got to come out tomorrow on a quick turnaround, the quickest turnaround of the playoffs so far with an afternoon game tomorrow, and play a good game. Like I said to Tim, I think there was some good stuff in that game last night that we can take. It wasn't all bad. I don't think the score was necessarily reflective of the entire game. So we've got to keep that, and we got to fix some things obviously too.
So is that ability to bounce back, is that a reflection of being able to manage the emotions and ride the roller coaster?
But I think that and leadership and maturity. I think we've got a playoff weathered group that has gone on deep runs. They understand, that you've got to cut those games off, leave them in the rearview mirror, and get ready for the next one quickly.
Is that experience an intangible advantage over a team like Winnipeg that maybe hasn't gone as deep as you all have?
Well, you'd like to think so, but listen, they have some experienced guys too. It's not like they don't have any playoff experience. They've got some guys. They went on a deep run probably 3-4 years ago to the conference final. So there's still a lot of guys in that room that have done that.
With the near 9 o'clock starts, is a day game a big adjustment?
No, not really. I think honestly, I think everyone's looking forward to it. I mean, the 9 o'clock ones are tough. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Yeah.